Women were given the right to work in factories. They worked with machines which were often powered by open belts running from pulleys in the ceiling. The factory workers had shorter hours and more freedom than domestic workers. Women had fewer opportunities than men for promotions and had to quit work after marriage. They would not receive the same pay as men who did the same job. Most women were paid for piecework. They were paid for each item they produced rather than a fixed wage. They barely made enough money to survive on.
Many women also chose to work in clothing factories and textile mills. In the manufacturing of clothing, women worked in crowded basements and attics called sweatshops. They made skirts, blouses, suits, and top coats. This process involved women spending 60 hours a week but only earning a few dollars. Women who worked for clothing manufacturers were allowed to stay at home with their families. Their pay depended on where they worked and how many garments they made. Some were paid in piecework. Some women, on the other hand, received only $1.50 per week and also had to pay a fee for working in the room, which was around 75 cents a week. Since they were paid so poorly, they had to work from sunrise to late at night.
There were many grades of servants. The maid-of-all-work had a very hard job as she was expected to do most of the household work. Housemaids did most of the cleaning, lighting of fires, cleaning up fireplaces, and carrying water upstairs. Parlor maid did things like answering the door, bringing up meals, waiting at table, and clearing away the table. In large households, a lady would normally have a maid of her own, a lady's maid whose job would be to take care of her mistress's clothes, do her hair, help her to dress, undress, light cleaning of the mistress's room, getting up hot water, and running a bath.
Most servants lived in the same house they worked in. Therefore, their wages would be correspondingly less than a person who was not provided with food or accommodation as part of their wages. Their pay would also depend on what type of servant they were.